Hi friends, it's time to get started on our ideas for being a happy human being track, so let's hop right into it with provisional truth. The idea of provisional truth is really just to do away with the notion of certainty. So we replace the idea of I know with the idea of this is my best understanding right now. Always with the caveat that we're ready to amend our understanding in light of future information. So what's all this about? What's the motivation here? Well, it's just a recognition of our limits as beings. So the universe is really big, and there's a tremendous amount of information available, and we just don't have access to it. We have very limited senses. We just can't take in all of the actual facts about the universe in which we live because, bees can hear in ultraviolet. We can't. All sorts of animals can hear either very high frequency ranges or very low frequency ranges that just aren't available to us. And across all of our senses, we have these sort of limitations. Additionally, even if we could take in all the information about the universe, we can't process all the information about the universe. We have limited processing power. We can only get so much thinking done. So in light of these constraints, in light of the fact that there's so much more universe out there than we could ever hope to know, we just recognize that we don't at this moment have all the information. So we can't be certain of anything. We might get new information in the future that causes us to need to revise our understanding, and that's fine. There's not a problem with that. There doesn't have to be any drama over that, any profound emotion over that. So when we take this point of view, we get some benefits. So this naturally moves our beliefs out of the core of our identity. What I believe is the result of what I've experienced, not who I am. And what that means is I don't have to be right about any given fact in any given moment. It's perfectly acceptable for me to be mistaken. So that's a big weight off of my chest because I don't have to go through the world being hypervigilant to make sure that there's no information coming along to tell me that I'm mistaken about something. Big stress reducer. And this also allows for the free entertaining of ideas. So if a new idea comes to me, I don't have to immediately accept it or reject it. I can just invite it on in. See what it's about. See what in my understanding would need to change to accommodate that. And then see what the universe looks like with that new updated understanding. And if it turns out in some way it's deficient, if there's something that just doesn't work, I can just show that idea the door. And I don't have to be in a situation where my understanding of the world is in some way threatened by this new idea. I don't have to accept it whole cloth. I can just bring it in, entertain it, see what it brings along with it, and if it's good, keep it. If it's bad, toss it aside. And this is kind of nice because it gives a little flexibility where there wasn't flexibility before. Mutually incompatible ideas can float around in one mind, and it's not a problem. There doesn't have to be sort of the cognitive dissonance that's often associated with that because neither of them is being granted this exalted status of the truth for all time that I definitely believe. It's just, oh, this is an idea and it has some consequences, and this is an idea and it has some consequences. Maybe I'm not sure, I don't have the information I need to discern which of these is the most likely to be true. So I can actually exist in that intermediate state where on this particular subject, I just don't know, and that's fine. And in the future, I will update and I'll be able to discern which of these two ideas is likely to be true. 3 ideas, 4 ideas, 5 ideas. I can pick with updated information and I don't have to have any drama. But perhaps the most important benefit of the idea of provisional truth is it leans into our ephemeral nature as beings. The notion of I is fundamentally a fluid thing, and a lot of people spend a lot of time and waste a lot of energy trying to deny that fluidity. They try to create this vision of themselves as a fixed entity, and having fixed certain beliefs is a major part of that for a lot of people. And it's unfortunate because it's just a wasteful project. So when we accept that fluid nature of our I, of our being, and when we accept the fluidity of our understanding of the universe, that opens up doors for us to learn and to grow into happy human beings. The first benefit is just
We lost it. Okay, that's cool.
So when we take up this point of view, we get some benefits.
Okay.
So when we take up this point of view, we get some benefits. This naturally moves the idea of the stuff that we know out of the core of our... This naturally moves our beliefs out of the core of our identity. So,
How did I forget?
this naturally... Why can't I do this? This naturally moves our beliefs out of the core of our identity. So I'm no longer a person who knows all these things. Wow. I'm really getting my butt kicked right now.
I believe is the result of what I've experienced, not who I am.
So this naturally moves our beliefs out of the core of our identity. What I believe is the result of what I've experienced, not who I am.
Okay. Let's not take that metaphor too far.